लिखते रहो तो पूरा मोर इम्पोर्टेंट ये रामायण में लिखते रहो स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द प्रोटीन ठीक है स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द प्रोटीन proteins are the polymers of L-alpha amino acids. There will be the D and L-alpha and beta amino acids are there. But in this case, the proteins are the polymers of L-alpha amino acids. Polymers are nothing but more type of things. Proteins, more type of that is more than the 200, 300 amino acids collectively joining in one place in order to make the one single molecule of proteins. Okay? There will be a lot of polymers are there which are collectively joining together and they are making the one molecule, the one complete molecule of the protein. So in that case they have given the definition that proteins are the polymers of L-alpha amino acids. L-alpha amino acids. Okay? Now, if you are going to see the organization of the protein, the first organization of the protein can be classified into 4 different types. That is primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure. Okay? 4 different types of classification of the structural organization and classification of the protein. That is primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and the quaternary structure. Now, if you are going to see the classification of the protein, then first the primary structure is going to get formed, later secondary, then the tertiary, then the quaternary structure. Majority in your body, the structure of the protein is a quaternary type. Okay, majority of your body is going to contain the structure of the quaternary type. So if you are going to see the first structure, that is a quaternary structure of the primary structure of the these are the linear sequence of amino acid forming the backbone of the protein. That is linear sequence of the amino acids. If you are going to see the side diagram, all the rounded circle, it is representing the amino acid, which is in the sequential manner. It is in the sequential manner. If you are going to see the linearly sequence, okay, they have been arranged in a very sequential manner. So that's the reason they have been given the point that linear sequence of amino acid forming the backbone of the protein. ये sequential जो arrangement है amino acids का, ये backbone है protein का. ठीक है, there are other things are also including in that. Disulfide bonds है, van der Waals forces है, other things are there. But the backbone of the protein, any protein structure, is the linear sequence of amino acids. If the amino acids are placed in a very sequential manner, it is making the backbone of the protein. Okay? Now, each protein having the unique sequence of amino acids determined by the gene containing in the DNA. Whatever the DNA is directing the protein, because DNA will be acting as giving the direction for the formation of the protein inside your body. So here the author wants to say that each protein, it is having a unique sequence of amino acids. Unique sequence of amino acids. Each protein, it is having the unique sequence of amino acids. That unique sequence of amino, there is a list of amino acids are there. So, there will be the list of amino, arginine, aspirin, there are list of amino acids are there. कौन से प्रोटीन में कौन से amino acids कौन सी sequence में रहेंगे, that determination it is happening with the help of your DNA. DNA it is deciding that the sequential arrangement of the amino acids in what protein, what type of amino acid sequence will be there, it is going to determine with the help of DNA. So here it is saying that each protein they are going to have the unique sequence of amino acids. That unique sequence of amino acids is going to determine with the help of DNA. DNA it is guiding the sequential arrangement of the amino acids. Okay? Now, they are largely, this primary structure of the protein, they are largely responsible for their function, and genetic diseases are due to the abnormality in the amino acid sequence of protein. Changes are associated with the primary structure. यहाँ पे देखिए DNA, it is monitoring the sequence of amino acids. ठीक है, the first point it is saying that if any kind of thing, that means if any kind of changes it is happening in the sequence of the amino acids, then it is related to the genetically disorders. I'll give the simple example that it will be called as a mutation, genetical coding. If there is a genetical coding, it is going in the way of A, B, C, D, E, F. If any kind of changes are happening, that is leading to the mutation, that is leading to the genetic diseases. So that kind of thing, when the primary structure was going to get formed, if the linear sequence of amino acid should be going to get formed, okay? If any kind of disturbance is happening at the level of primary level, that means secondary, tertiary, quaternary will follow the same thing. So majority of the genetic disorder, it's going to seen in cases of when the sequential arrangement of amino acids were going on. मैं क्या बोलना चाह रहा हूँ, जब अमाइनो एसिड सीक्वेंस में बनते रहते, वो इस टाइम पे अगर बीच में लोगों के डिस्टर्बेंस कुछ भी आ गया, तो लेटर ऑन वॉट एवर द थिंग इज गोइंग टू गेट हैपन, कोई भी प्रोटीन बनो वो जेनेटिकली डिसऑर्डर वाला प्रोटीन है, ठीक है. कुछ भी अगर चेंजेस आ रहे हैं, एनी चेंजेस इज गेटिंग अकर, इट विल गोइंग टू अकर एट द लेवल ऑफ primary structure. That's the reason it is largely responsible for its function. If primary structure of the protein has been got defected, if the amino acid sequence got disturbed, then later on all the protein structures will be abnormal. ठीक है, सेकेंडरी, टेरिशरी जितने भी आएंगे पूरे abnormal हो जाएंगे, because आपका बेसिस important है. If your base is not strong, later on all the structure whatever they are going to get formed will be in a proper manner, isn't it? So here it is saying that it is not only largely responsible for a function, genetic diseases are due to the abnormalities in the amino acid sequence. Every protein they will going to have the sequence of amino acid. If any kind of changes is happening in the level of amino acids, then we will be able to suffer from the genetic diseases. And many type of genetic diseases, if you are going to see the thing, it has been taking the origin at the level of primary structure. Okay? Primary structure. Now, the term it has been given the peptide bond. One amino acid, it is joining to the another amino acid with the help of peptide bonds. One amino acid, it is joining to the another amino acid with the help of peptide bond. By seeing the structure, you will say that it is an amino acid. How? What is the striking feature for the identification of amino acid? Striking feature for identification of amino acid.
It will be contain amino group and
Yes.
Carboxylic group.
Yes. Any structure,
Normal structure.
any normal structures. ठीक है? Any normal structures. If on the one hand, if it is going to contain COO minus, that is carboxyl group, another group it is going to contain the amine group, that is NH3. ठीक है, NH3. On the one hand, if it is containing the CO group, on another hand, if it is going to containing the amino group, then those kind of structure will be called as a amino acids. Those kind of structure. कोई भी एक ले लो आप, कोई भी स्ट्रक्चर ले लो, अगर आइडेंटिफाई करना है आपको whether it is an amino acid or other thing, then you should be seeing the both hands. On the one hand, it should be containing the carboxyl group, on another hand, it should be containing the amino group. Then only that structure will be going to containing called it as a amino acid. The R1 वाला जो area है, there the other chains will come and are bound. ठीक है, R1 से ऊपर वाला जो the upper side area will not going to get changed. Mostly exceptions are there. Mostly in the cases, whatever the changes has to be occur, the other chains need to come and join. They should come and join at the level of R1. Yeah, let's join. ठीक है? If you going to contain the two groups, that is amino group structure, if you are going to see that on the one hand it is a carboxyl group, on another hand if it is an amino group, then these complete structure will be called as an amino acid. Any kind of chain if they want to add another chain, if you're going to see the structures of the amino acid, the chains will coming and the binding at the level of R2. ठीक है भाई बात? Now, if I want to join these amino acid with another amino acid, then the bond which is going to get formed in between them, that will be called as a peptide bond. Peptide bond. Whenever the peptide bond is going to get formed, they are going to get formed and they are going to delete the that water molecule from them.
H2O.
जब कभी भी peptide bond बनता, from then they are going to release the water molecule. If you are going to see the one end, it is going to having the carboxyl group. Another hand, it is going to having the amino group. If you are going to see the another amino acid, one end it is going to having the carboxyl group. The another hand it is going to having the amino group. Now, if they want to join together, these amino group of one amino group will part of one amino acid. A carboxyl part of another amino acid will join in together, and between them they will going to release the water molecule. How the water molecule are going to form? These amino group going to having a NH3. That means they are going to having a 3 hydrogen atoms. 3 hydrogen atoms in it. So these 3 hydrogen atoms आपके book में एक together है मैं लेकिन I have drawn in order to understand you in a separate way. 3 hydrogen atoms they are going to have. Here COO, that means they are going to having a 2 oxygen molecule in them. Okay? Now they will going to, whenever they want to join the 2 amino acids, the water molecules will going to get released. Water molecule will going to get released. Now these 2 hydrogen atom will going to bond with the 1 oxygen molecule of the carboxyl group, and in order to respond, the H2O is going to get formed. H2, 2H, 1O. Now they are going to get released. They are going to get released the water molecule, and the end result, if you are going to see, at the end result, if you are going to see, you are able to find that CO that has been bonded with the NH. Because at the upper level, 2 molecules have already got lost. 2 hydrogen atoms has been got lost. देखिए, अगर one part इसका NH2, NH3 है, that means they are going to having 3 hydrogen atoms. Another part is going to having a COO, that means it is going to having the 2 oxygen atoms. So when the water molecule का general formula H2O है, ठीक है? So they are going to get attach the one molecule and they are going to release it from there. And when they are going to release from there, they are going to make a bond between them. That bond will be called as a peptide bond, or mostly dipeptide bond.
तो दोनों अमीनो एसिड है
या 2 अमीनो एसिड जॉइनिंग टुगेदर.
उसमें अमीनो ग्रुप नहीं है ना सर?
नहीं मैं गलत डाला.
CH3 है वो.
I need to write here
एंड नीचे भी. हाँ
ठीक है. तो 2 molecule, 2 amino acids joining together. In response to their joining, they are releasing the water molecule, and that bond which has been formed, that will be called as a
पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड.
peptide bond. ठीक है. Now amino acids are held together in a protein by a covalent peptide bond. Covalent, the word which is representing that sharing of electron between 2 atoms. They are sharing their electron between 2 atoms. That's the reason that bond will be called as a covalent peptide bond, because when they are joining together, they are sharing their electrons in between them. ठीक है? And once these will be going to get joined, they will be acting as a cementing material. How if I want to make a wall, what do I need to have? I need to have brick, I need to have cement. So brick will be acting as a amino acids. ठीक है? The cementing material which is letting them to join in one another, that will be acting as a peptide bond. Those peptide bonds will be acting as a cementing material. How the blocks will be going to keep on one another, and in order to not to move them, stick them very permanently, you will be add cement. That cementing material will be acting as a peptide bond. ठीक है? The simple structure, that is a primary structure. I will give you that. In the cases of primary structure, the linear sequence of amino acids forming the backbone of the protein. Each amino acid having the unique sequence of amino. Each proteins will be having the unique sequence of amino acids. ठीक है? Which is going to be monitored with the help of DNAs. Now, they are largely responsible for their functions. Why? Because genetic diseases are due to the abnormalities in the amino acid sequence of protein changes associated with the primary structure. Why it is saying that? Because linear sequence, the initial stage or formation of any protein, it is taking place at the primary structure. If any kind of disturbance is happening at the level of these arrangement, then it is leading all the proteins, whatever they are going to get formed, that will be the false proteins. That is no use of the proteins. ठीक है? Now, those two proteins are joining together, the two amino acids are joining together with the help of the
Peptide
covalent peptide bond. Covalent peptide bonds. How they are going to get formed? One part of the amino group of one amino acid, another part of the carboxyl group of another amino acids joining together, and then releasing the water molecule and joining or holding a tightly between them. That bond will be called as a peptide bond. ठीक है? डाइपेप्टाइड वो एक मिसनोमर है, डाइपेप्टाइड, ठीक है? डाइपेप्टाइड दो बाउंड्स नहीं हुए, देखिए अच्छा
सिंगल बाउंड,
ये एक ही सिंगल बाउंड है, लेकिन उसको डाइपेप्टाइड बोलते हैं। थोड़े ऐसे चीज़ें हैं, एक्सेप्शंस है, वो शुरू में जो बोल दिए वो फॉलो होते हुए आए, ठीक है? डाइपेप्टाइड्स आर नथिंग, इट इज नॉट रिप्रेजेंटिंग दैट थिंग। दो बॉन्ड्स नहीं बता रहा, एक ही बॉन्ड है, दो अमीनो एसिड्स के बीच में है, इसलिए उसको डाइपेप्टाइड बॉन्ड बोलते हैं, ठीक है? पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड एक ही है, दोनों को जोड़ने के लिए एक ही बॉन्ड बनाए, ठीक है? फॉर जॉइनिंग द टू अमीनो एसिड one bond has been going to get formed. We are saying that is will be called as a dipeptide bond. Dipeptide जनरली हम डाई जो बोलते हैं टू चीजों को बोलते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ से वैसा बोल डाई इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड टू अमीनो एसिड्स which is joining together with the one peptide bond. Okay. Now the second structure is the secondary structure of protein. Secondary structure. These partial arrangement of protein by twisting the polypeptide chain, amino acid located closely to each other in the sequence. यहाँ पे क्या है? This chain it is there. It is in the very sequential manner. Now, if you are going to see the another stage, that is a secondary structure, these chain will going to get twisted. We have seen the DNA structure. The DNA structure will be the twisted manner. अगर वो एक सिंगल थ्रेड इसको ट्विस्ट कर दिया, तो that structure will be called as a secondary structure of proteins. Secondary structure of the protein. These chain moving towards the advanced thing, and it is going to get twisting. While they are twisting, they will also going to twist the amino acid sequence too. ठीक है? अगर मैं ट्विस्ट कर रहा हूँ एक चेन को सिंपल, तो I will be twisting the amino acids too. So that's the thing we want to say. Now these secondary structure will be going to having the two type of thing, that is alpha helical structure and beta pleated sheet. Secondary structure दो तरीके से स्पेशल अरेंजमेंट में रह सकता है. Secondary structure of the protein can be twisted into two forms. First form is the alpha helical structure, the DNA type of structure. Another type of structure is the beta pleated sheet. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, beta pleated sheet. Two type of structures में present रहता हूँ, alpha helix and the beta pleated sheet. When I am twisting the primary structure of the protein, then it is going to form into two, that is alpha helical structure and the beta pleated sheet. What are the things we will be seeing? If you are going to see the alpha helical structure, there will be the spiral structure. If you are going to see, it is in the form of the spiral. ठीक है? Spiral structure. If you are going to see spiral structure, that sequential, if you are going to twist it, then it is going to forming in the spiral form, spiral structure.
like spiral from bacteria.
Yeah, spiral bacteria. When they are going to get twisting, the amino acids are also going to get twist. ठीक है? जब आप कोई चीज को twist करें, the amino acids are also going to get twist. Now, these twisting, while they are twisting, these secondary structure of the protein from the primary structure, whatever the amino acids are there, they will be going to move to the outer sources. एक खासियत है. What I am saying to you, जब वो twist दे रहा, तो अमीनो एसिड्स को उन्हें आउटर सरफेस पर निकालना. It will lead the amino acid to move on the periphery region, not in the. If you are going to see this thing as a central axis, एक central axis है समझिए आप. So these central axis के towards amino acids will not be there. Opposite direction में amino acids रहते हैं. That means at the periphery regions, the amino acids will be on the outer surface, not the inner surface. Not the inner surface. The inner surface, other materials will be going to get present. Other materials will be going to get present. But for an example, if you imagine this thing as a central axis, whatever the amino acids will be there will be at the periphery regions. Periphery regions. Okay. Now, once they are going to having the twist, they will also, the amino acids also going to get twisted. First, you have making the peptide bond. The another bond, due to the twisting, the another bond has also going to get introduced. That will be going to consider as a hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond. And they are going to twist. First bond you have been making the peptide bond by joining the two amino acids. The another bond you will make in this type of structure. While you are twisting the amino acids, twisting the primary structure, you are twisting the amino acids also. So while they are twisting the amino acids, one amino acid will overlap another will overlap another. ऐसा होता ना भाई? The structures will be going to थोड़ा sequential disturb हो गया ना और twisting की वजह से. Now due to that they will make another bond in order to maintain this structure. That bond will be called as a hydrogen bond. They will make the hydrogen bond. How they are going to make the hydrogen bond? If you are going to see the clear structure. Now, while you are making the two things, peptide bond, while the peptide bond is going to get formed, you have making the peptide bond with the help of CO and NH. ठीक है, peptide bond. So देख रहे हैं? Okay. CO and NH. Now these got twisted. NH will be there. CO is also there. समझ में क्या बात है आपको? ये कहाँ से लाया हमने? From where? Here you have reduced the water molecule and the leftover bound due to that which has been what form? It is CO and NH. दो चीज़ें बच गई आपके पास. पहले CO था, NH3 था. Due to the removal of water molecule, we are only left out with the CO and the NH. Now, if you are going to do the twisting of this chain, now these NH, now I am not drawing the whole complete structure. एक अमाइनो एसिड का पार्ट है कार्बोक्सिलेंट, another अमाइनो का पार्ट है अमाइनो ग्रुप. Now, due to the twisting of that amino acid, due to the twisting of this chain, they have been maintained in this structure in this manner that these NH group will contribute its hydrogen bond to this oxygen in order to maintain the hydrogen bond. ठीक है, they will go into, because जितना आपका bond strong रहेगा उतना ज़्यादा आपका structure strong रहेगा. How much the bond is going to get strong, that much your structure is going to get strong. ठीक है, so how they have been got? Now these NH will make a bond with this O. ठीक है, that bond will be called as a hydrogen bond. ठीक है, और नेक्स्ट थिंग ऑल्सो ऐसा भी देख सकते हैं, बाहर भी और एक स्ट्रक्चर था H group, it is making the bond with the ठीक है. How much the bond will be strong, that much of the structure will be strong. जब कभी भी bonds बनते तो उसके अंदर बहुत एनर्जीज लगते और बहुत रिजिड हो जाता स्ट्रक्चर, स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाता स्ट्रक्चर. So when they are making, while you are twisting the amino acids, you have twisted the amino acid sequence too. ठीक है? So now those structure which has been gone from the upper region, another region, they will participate in between them, and their participation will be breaking in the form of the hydrogen bond. ठीक हो गई बात? So there will be the spiral arrangements of amino acids, and there will be the formation of hydrogen bond in them, and they will be tightly packed at the bottom. Point 1. Point 2, the first end and the last end of the amino acids will not going to form the hydrogen bond. They will be left empty. The first end of the amino secondary structure and the last end of the secondary structure will not going to having the hydrogen bond in between them.
Because they
They are not going to have it because they will be responsible for twisting as well as they will be responsible for maintaining this structure by collaborating with another thing. ठीक है, आगे हम बताते हैं. So this is the first structure of the alpha helical structure. So what is the structure of a striking feature? It will be spiral in the structure, spiral in the form, tightly packed, extending outwards. Extending outwards means whenever they are going to get twist, they will move the amino acids at the outer level. Inner level रहा तो bond कैसा बना सकेंगे उन्हें? If the arrangements are present at outer level, then only they can bond with another amino acids. Isn't it? If they are placed inner side, do you think that the bond will go form? No. For formation of the bond, for making the structure more strong, the bond should be at the form at the periphery region. ठीक है? Now how the bonding is getting happening over there with the help of hydrogen bond. While you are twisting, they are going to contribute it with the NH and the carboxyl bond. And when they are going to get formed, the first end and the last end of the secondary structure will be empty. That means they are not going to have the hydrogen bond at the first and at the last. In between their structure they are going to have. Okay. Now the another term is the beta pleated sheet. Beta pleated sheet. ठीक है, या तो उन्हें अल्फा हेलिकल स्पाइरल फॉर्म में हो सकता, उसका अगर बनाना है, अगर if they want to move towards the secondary structure, next is we are going to make the spiral form. ठीक है, in between them the bonds is going to get formed, hydrogen bonds. Either it can be made in the spiral form, that will be called as a alpha helix, or else it will form in the parallel lines. If these are the arrangements of the amino acids, these are also the arrangement of amino acids. ये chain ही है, एक chain को मैं. If this chain is going to, I will drawing in the parallel way. In spite of having the spiral form, they will make the bond between their parallel. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है? In spite of having the twisting, the both chain has been placed in such a manner, and they have made the bond parallelly. Okay. This thing will also get done. If your protein from the primary structure, if they have moved to this thing, this side sort of structure, then this will be called as a beta pleated sheet, where the parallelly they have been making the bound. अब आप structure देखिए. If you are going to see structure, you will going to understand now. Now, if you are going to see the beta pleated sheet structure, देखिए, in spite of having the spiral arrangement, they will be having the parallelly arranged. ऐसा भी कर सकते हो, ठीक है? While they have been making a parallelly bonding, while they are making the parallelly, the first line of the amino acid, the primary structure, will bound with the secondary structure. दो लाइन से दो प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर्स एक जगह रखे आप, तो they can make a bound between them. The first line of the amino or primary structure will going to bound with the secondary structure by contributing the hydrogen bond. एक पॉइंट हो सकता. दूसरा पार्ट, in spite of going in the sequence way, they will bound with the branching. They can make a branch. Now this is not in the sequence. This is not in the sequence. It is making the bound with the neighboring amino acid. ये भी हो सकता. In spite of having the sequel, they can bound with the neighbor too. That is a striking feature of the beta plated sheet. So in the beta plated sheet, we can say that two or more segments of the primary structure will going to join, fully going to get extended with the peptide chain. Hydrogen bond can be formed in between the neighboring segment, and they can be arranged in the parallelly or anti-parallel. ठीक है? parallelly or anti-parallelly. They can be moved in the parallel direction. They can be moved in the parallel directions, or they can move on the anti-parallel directions, depending on the things. ये structures बनाने का reason क्या है? What is the reason of this structure? First it is getting primary, then it is getting structure secondary. How much the structure will be complex, that much the strength will be going to get increased. कोई भी strength increase करना है आपको, तो structures को और complex बनाते जाना, एक दूसरे से bounds बनाते जाना, तो आपका structures और का मजबूत होगा. Primary structures एक सेकंड में आप denaturate कर सकते हैं, because it is very in the sequential manner. Secondary structure थोड़ा tough होता है आपको, because प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर्स में पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड्स हैं, सेकेंडरी स्ट्रक्चर में पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड्स और हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स भी हैं, तो मोर डिफिकल्ट होता है आपको. ठीक है, वैसे टर्शियरी स्ट्रक्चर्स में जाएंगे तो और डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा आपको. ठीक है, सो दीज सेकेंडरी स्ट्रक्चर्स आइदर दे कैन बी अरेंज इन द स्पाइरल फॉर्म or they can be present in the beta pleated sheet form. ठीक है, if they are being present in the alpha helical form, alpha helix form, then they will make the bond with the forming of hydrogen bond. This string वाला अगर रहेगा, beta pleated sheet, they will can bound with the sequential manner as well as they can bound with the neighboring thing also, parallelly, anti-parallelly to segments. Okay, third structure of the amino acids is the tertiary structure. Now the word itself representing that it is having the three-dimensional arrangement of the protein. Three-dimensional. Example: primary structures के three lines अगर draw करा आप तो second tertiary है. These three. This is the one structure. Three-dimensional structures. Three things are joined. ठीक है. Now structures is becoming more complex. Compact structures, hydrophobic side chains, interiorly hydrophilic group on the surface. What do you mean by the hydrophobic? They are resistant to water. They don't like the water. So while they are making the tertiary structure, one most striking feature has been got added to the structure, that inside the thing hydrophobic side chain will be there. Inside the thing, the hydrophobic side chain will be there. Outside the protein, the hydrophilic surface. Point 1. ठीक है? Point 2. Not only they are going to have the peptide bond, not only they are going to have the hydrogen bond, but they are also having the disulfide bond in between them. There will be the sulfur group will also going to be present in the amino acid sequence. Sulfural group, बड़ा amino acids का. ठीक है? Now those sulfural groups also responsible for making the disulfidic bonds. One sulfural group, another sulfur group joining together. That means you are making more complex. You are adding the more bonds, and the structure is becoming more strong. ठीक है? So if primary structures में आप देखो peptide bond था, secondary structure में देखो hydrogen bond था, tertiary structures में disulfide bond है. As well as second feature they have been added that inner chain will be the hydrophobic, outer chain will be the hydrophilic. ठीक हो गई बात? As well as they have given a term called domain. The domain, it is nothing but it is representing the structure and function of the protein. Structure and function of the protein. 200 amino acid sequence will going to have the 2 or 3 domains. Domains are nothing but your spiral arrangement. Domains are nothing but your. This is one domain. This is another domain. This is another domain. Your spiral arrangement. One spiral arrangement will be going to have according as a one domain. So if there is a collection of 200 amino acids, so they will not form in a very sequential form. They will form in the 2 to 3 domains. ठीक है? ये किसमें domains देखने को चैनल मिलते हैं आपको tertiary because they are having the more domains in that 2 or more domains. ठीक है? So what is the striking feature of the tertiary structure of the protein? That they will be having the three-dimensional structure. Point 2, they will be having the hydrophobic inside, hydrophilic outside. ठीक है? Third point, they will be having the disulfide bound in between them. Fourth thing, they will be having the domains in them.
ठीक है. So I'll give you the quick glimpse. We'll go into primary structure. Primary structure, it will be having the linear sequence. Any kind of disturbance is going to having the linear sequence. You're going to suffering from the genetic diseases. Point one. As well as two amino acids are joining together. How you will identify the amino acid? One end will be the carboxyl, another end will be the amine. Okay? If they want to make a bond between two, they will remove the water molecule and they will make the bond. The bond will coordinate as a peptide bond. Secondary structure. That primary structure, if they go into having the twisting, that will be coordinate as alpha helical structure. In spite of that, if they are going to move into the parallel line, that will be coordinate as a beta pleated sheath. Now, alpha helical structure and beta pleated sheath, in between them, they will make a bond that will bond coordinate as a hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond. अगर आपको पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड समझ में आया तो ही आपको हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड समझ में आता. ठीक है. Thirdly, you are moving towards the 3D dimension of the amino protein sequential arrangement. That 3 dimension. Now, what is the striking feature of the 3 dimension?
They are having
Is that they are going to having the disulfide bonds in between them.
Inside
Outside the disulfide bond, they are also having the compact structure, hydrophilic side chain and hydrophilic. So lastly, they are going to have the domain in between them. ठीक है, domain in between. Tomorrow we will be discussing the quaternary structure as well as the classification of amino proteins. Okay, you may go.